ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm not going to keep. But with these headphones, I'll be able to hear those footsteps, those big fat footsteps that I keep missing when I'm not listening to headphones. So, all right. And yes, I have shaved my beard. Did that yesterday, so played a couple of rounds, and then I I was ready. I was ready to make a go of it. So there are very many reasons why I say the things that I do, and why I believe the things that I do. Why I say that Trump's not going to go to jail, but he's pretty much going to die soon. So he doesn't know why, except I know why. What is it called? Heart failure, because he's not healthy, and all of his stuff was forged. All of his health records and everything like that when he was in the president's office. A lot of presidents actually get their records forged, especially was it George W. Bush Jr., Herbert Walker. Uh, he um, he was not healthy at all. He was very much in the steak division. He would eat a lot of red meat, and he got very old, and he was running to show everybody that he's been the most healthy president in the world. And it's like, so what, currently so far probably, but compared to an actual runner or a triathloner, he is very much in the lacking, I'd say. Um, even mine, I'm probably gonna die of congestive heart failure. My dad did, basically. He died of congestive heart failure. I mean, was it almost a year ago? And I ballooned up. I ballooned from about 280 pounds to about 320, and now I'm about down to 307. And we keep on making it. Keep on eating proper and eating. And it's really about portions. It's really about portioning yourself and having one of something instead of two or three and four or five or something like that. And that's the real reason. Like, you can eat whatever you want sometimes. It's just the portions. So like, I had 2 chocolate bars instead of 5 chocolate bars, and I have little cupcakes that I'm gonna eat while I'm playing video games. And that's it. And I had that during the day. So it's like, but I didn't eat breakfast a lot. So it's like I'm making up for it. And my sugar intake is really good because I'm drinking. Instead of drinking Red Bull and all the other different caffeine devices, I'm drinking Monster, which has vitamins and also caffeine. But I don't know. People just really don't get it. They don't get why he's gonna die. Sometimes it's just. I don't know. Just people don't. They don't get why he's gonna die. And I have a very up to date record on as far as my research goes on Trump's actual health and the fact that he's a terrible golfer. And also, he eats way too many snacks before he goes to bed. He stress eats. That's the reason why he kept his weight when he was in office. It's really just a way of like looking at a person and then saying this person isn't changing their diet for the stress level of what they're actually doing. And you could tell in his voice most of the time that he was basically, what is it? Let me see if I can get another gun. AR suppressor, assault rifle. Let's see if I can get an assault rifle with the 6-gun scope on here. I'm gonna get this one. space in my goddamn extended mag, cheek pad, suppressor. And drop the 12 gauge. Okay, so where am I at? I'm right outside the circle. Such a good idea. Great. So what I'm kind of trying to get into right now is like over time your health should change. Your health should get better. Your health should get nicer, and you shouldn't have to like constantly do things. And obviously we technically are omnivores, but as far as the omnivore tradition, like of like slowly eating less fucking stuff that's bad for you, people decide to go with more. Ugh. And I don't know. I've basically given up on some people sometimes. I had to give up on my dad, and my dad kept putting cheese on everything, even vegetables, and I don't know, he just really ate himself to death. So I loved him. I thought he was a great guy, but there's always that part that you don't get, the part that they decide to hide behind whenever they're doing stuff, and you're seeing them basically not flourish. I don't know, it's just harder to watch sometimes in slow motion. You're wondering when, and I don't know, like people just don't really get themselves. Sometimes they don't really get the fact that they're a part of the equation, and my dad was one of those people sometimes. So my dad kind of like was like, "Oh, I'm good, son. I'll be here for another 10 years," and I'm just like, "Dad, your foot looks like a fucking firecracker went off of it inside of it, and I'm not here to look at that. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a person that." I'm not one that tells people what to do when they're sick. I'm not a nutritionalist. You know, even though I've tried to eat right most of my life, I'm not someone that constantly doesn't go after the chicken nuggets sometimes. You know, and my dad was just like taking advice from people who he didn't really trust. I don't know. Just my dad was sick of the games in New Orleans. Really, sick of the people basically, who were like detrimental to their own fucking health, even though they're just I don't fucking know, man. They were fucking insane, dude. It was insane to watch sometimes how people just no matter what happened, they would. But I'm like talking to myself on the matter. Not really. I mean, obviously there's nobody listening, so it's funny. But yeah, it's hard to talk about, but yeah, that's basically what's going to happen to Trump if he doesn't start eating right and start doing the right thing. He can act all he wants to, but I know Melina was probably never in bed with him most nights, so she can finally stop pretending. It's the reason probably why she even had a smile on when she left the freaking White House. There's so many things that a presidency can be, and it can either be your celebrity, it could mean you're infamous, or it can mean you're just telling the truth. And my favorite presidents have always told the truth. My favorite presidents have always told people how it actually is, instead of how it could be, or how they're selling it to be. You know, that's always gotten to me. It's like you don't go after what makes a president the real way, and what businesses strive to be for, and everybody wants a speech or some sort of bullshit. It's better when they don't try to make a statement. They just try to be your friend and be the way that they're supposed to be. Honest, truthful, and just the way to represent the actual culture of what America really stands for. And that's the honest to God truth. It's the honest to whatever the fuck you believe in truth. Also, I need to get my teeth cleaned because I have stains on them. Probably from coffee and chocolate, so. I don't know, just. Doesn't really matter, just be yourself whenever you're representing people. But don't try to come up with a new objective, a new plan, or just come up with the way you want to get dressed that morning. And then try to say something that's honest and not bold-faced lying to people, like both Obama and President Trump did, because even though every market was down, everybody was getting fed, and that's a good thing, but you need to stay profitable. America needs to stay profitable. It always does. And it absolutely gets to me when people don't realize that the amount of profits, the reason why we're even in this together, is so we can make money, so we can make every system count, you know. Where the fuck is this dude? There was like 5 dudes. There had to have been like 5 dudes there. And how far was he away from me? And I couldn't see him? Oh my god, this is so lame. Such a fucking lame-ass game sometimes. It's my favorite game, but it's also lame sometimes. Every game can be lame sometimes. Like Cyberpunk 2077. That's a fucking lame-ass game. No matter how much storyline it has. It's always gotten to me, like, people just like go off on a tangent, and they're like, dude, Cyberpunk 2077 nuances are gonna be so amazing. Or they play it and they don't know how many bugs it has at the time, and it plays really good the first time, the first couple of levels, or the first couple of missions or something like that, and I'm like, dude, this game is the most amazing game, and I've seen it before, man. Like, this is the reason why these streamers are streamers. They're a market. They're a fucking market, man. And they're a market because everyone watches their streams and everybody does what they do. It's like monkey see, monkey do bullshit. I hate it. I fucking hate it. And it has no place in markets. And that's what gets to me too, is because they want a better way to fucking. It's like, oh, we need to have the investors and the client meetings and all the other different stuff to be able to make this game the best it's gonna be. And then it's like, no, there's no fucking investors. There doesn't need to be any investors. If your idea is shit and you don't have the people that are experienced enough to pull it off, then you just have a shit game. Like, you have a shit game. No matter how many good ideas you put into it, no matter how many people that actually know how to do things, you're going to be like, wow, do I not know how to put this one pixel right here? Then it's going to fuck everything up because it's a free roaming level. Like, I even know that, and I'm not even in game design. Like, if you have this free roaming particle that you cannot fucking define, then your whole game is shit until it actually makes something. You know, like they are getting sued. Cyberpunk, the development studio that made Cyberpunk 2077, their investors are suing them right now. Like, if you don't know how to make a game, you don't know how to fucking make a game, and you shouldn't fucking make a game. You should make a comic book. You should make a fucking movie. You should make something else. You should point a camera at something and let it do the fucking work for you. And it's the truth. It's the absolute truth. People don't just make franchises in one night. They make games that have selected limitations, absolute limitations, and those limitations have to be defined. Or else it's not going to come out to be a good game. It's going to be a shit game, and everybody's going to fucking hate it because of. And I really didn't like Papa the Rapper because I liked it as a concept, but as an actual, like, you gotta say something in the I don't know. I have no idea. You have to press buttons, the triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle, and all that other different stuff. It's like Dance Dance Revolution. It's not going to last the time. Like, I really think people try to make memes. They try to make memes because they try to make something funny. But in actuality, if you like a meme, if you make a meme, it's already funny. You don't try to make something funny. You're just being funny. You know? That's the point of the actual meme itself. It's like the Dogecoin. It's still funny today. It's still going to catch on. It's going to be funny. And it's going to be funny when everybody loses their shit, when the stock markets crash, and the fucking Bitcoin is going to do so well. So just keep on investing in that shit. Keep on investing. It's so maybe I'm being in a little echo chamber myself because no one's fucking watching this bullshit. But but guess what? I don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter to me. I just know it's going to do well. I know it's going to do well because I've seen stuff do well in the stock market. I've seen it fluctuate. I know the patterns, and I'm confident in my own abilities as a person to be able to understand that no, there's no concept that eludes me really, as far as an actual game or a movie itself or a concept that people just, I don't know, man. People aren't getting it sometimes. They're not getting the fact that this Bitcoin is going to be worth it. And whether you're American or all over the world, like, you need to understand that there's so much money that is not accounted for in the history of man. There's so much money that no one gives a shit about, and you know what that money's used for? Exact same shit that people were talking about. Everything was used for fucking, oh my god, if you realize that there are so many things that and this comes out of fucking presidents' mouths all the goddamn time, or bullshit that people that just don't like the idea of Bitcoin really picking up or anything like that. They say that, oh well, it's probably just going to be used for illegal stuff. And do you know how much American money is actually laundered and used for illegal stuff? About 70% of all money in the history of the world has been used for something illegal. You know how much cocaine residue is on a bunch of different shit? Do you know how much cocaine residue is on money? On so much money. Like, cocaine residue is literally on money, because in the 70s everybody used to do it. And literally all the money in circulation right now is fucking residued with cocaine. And the reason why some people get high sometimes is because of cocaine residued money. Like, that's fucking crazy, right? You don't want kids to have money, right? What imagine if you don't have that. You don't need that. Like, you don't need to constantly look at your bank account to wonder if you still have money or some sort of bullshit. Realizing that that Bitcoin is the end of that bullshit. You'll always know where your money is, how your money is coming through, and where your money is set to increase in value. And really, people need to understand is the money market has been playing its fucking game while everybody's been losing money, and it's fucking insane, dude. There's so many governments that go from thing to thing, from little thing to little thing. People think that there's some sort of like secret to it, and you're like, no, there's no secret to it. There's just governments that buy up certain currencies, and when they buy up those certain currencies and they go up in value, they sell off those currencies. And then when they sell off those currencies, they boost up their own money because they have more money of it. Like it's like, I don't fucking get it, man. Governments make so much money off of shit. They have no goddamn business getting in. Like, oh my god, so much shit, dude. So much stuff. Do you know hedge funds and stuff like that? The tax off of hedge funds and everything like that. The tax off of every single little tiny fucking transaction you pull off on a daily given basis. It's just like, it's fucking insane, dude. There's so many tax related things that the government makes off of you, and it's just my favorite thing to just pull out every single time. Then the fucking government acts like they need some more money or some bullshit. It's just like, yeah, we're $1 trillion in debt, but how much money do they have as far as the government goes? They have over a couple, at least $15 trillion. There's no like, oh, there's only $10 trillion in government in the U.S. and the world. There's only 8 trillion, and it's like, no, there's over 15 trillion because half of it is fucking stored in some fucking drug dealer's basement. Yeah, that's where they get those numbers from. Half of it is stored in some drug dealer's fucking basement, like gaining fucking dust, and when it comes out, it's some fucking like rare coin or some shit like that. Do you know? Do you know how fucking easy it is to make something rare? It's like, oh my god, man. As far as the government goes, to make something rare and valuable, like all a government has to do is burn off a bunch of bills or burn off a bunch of things like that. That's all they have to do. It's really funny and it's really hilarious how they add value to money that is scarce, and it's just like, it's like there's so many bills that are in so many drug dealers' basements that no one is even taking account of, and because it's just not in circulation. There's like, oh, that's what it is. It's just in circulation. So technically, we're a little bit more like China than we really suppose. Sometimes people don't want to say it. They don't want to fucking understand it. They're like, oh, I don't like communism, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, what you shouldn't like is people who take away people's freedoms. No matter what kind of government you come from, no matter what kind of thing you come from, no matter what it's supposed to be, it doesn't mean it's always that way. We are stuck in a loop, in a fucking loop of a goddamn two-party system that constantly thinks that it's going to change something by coming together, and none of their goddamn ideas make any fucking sense to me sometimes. Like, oh, we're gonna make sure this one thing doesn't become an issue, but it's like you have 20 more issues that are still fucking prevalent in your entire fucking system and your entire thing. Like, it's just this millionaires club that are constantly like reinstalling, re-fucking investing in their own shit, and constantly saying, but what if this guy does this? Then our markets will be terrible. Everybody should invest in this. And that's the bullshit that everyone gets. They're fucking stupid, and they don't get the markets. They don't get any market because making markets exist is the job of what they think Wall Street is somehow. And really, the making markets thing is the people's idea. It's the fucking people's responsibility to make up markets and to extend a branch onto the Wall Street traders and all their other bullshit, because they're just traders. They can't pump up a stock more than the value actually goes. They can only pump it up after people buy enough of it. So after they pump it, after they say, get this stock, it's fucking amazing, it's hot, it's gonna get you paid, and everybody gets out of it, the stock levels out and plateaus, and or even goes back down, and everybody's just like, well, they should have understood that the reason why this GameStop stock went up at all is because they're starting to do research into different kinds of stores, retro stores, tournament stores, esports stores, and even tabletop stores. What they should understand is that's the reason why it went up at all, and not because of any stupid Redditors. They weren't taking on Wall Street. Wall Street doesn't exist. It's a bunch of traders, and they do their job. That's the reason why they do it well, but it's the reason why they make money. Because they make money, and when they make money off of options and futures, or even shorts and puts, the reason why the shorts and puts work, or the reason why they make money at all, is because of somebody else not doing well. So realizing that if our stock market crashes, it has nothing to do with our recycling thing. It has everything to do with our shipping companies within and our own manufacturing structure. And our own manufacturing structure needs to evolve, because I believe that we need to start making chips in the United States. But if we make chips in the United States, there'll be a lot more. We'll have a lot more high-level targets for people to fucking steal shit from. And that's the risk you take. That's the risk you have to take most of the time for innovation. To be able to get something in the States, and the amount of land we actually have in parks and things that people can buy off or anything like that, and make an actual fucking plant for microchips and people who really, really want to make them. Do you know how many people there actually are that can actually make chips around the world? Like, there's so many people getting into these jobs and then wondering why they have to fucking fly all the way out to California to get their stupid fucking idiotic things. You have to fly out to California and go to Silicon Valley. It's like the fucking Las Vegas of fucking California. Because all they're making is bets. That's all they're making. That's all those hedge fund dudes are making. Those CEOs, all they're making is bets. They have no idea if their scientists can pull it off at all. They have no idea. And no matter how many preparations they make, they still don't know. So understand that. Realize how smart they are and how many risks they take by doing things like that. And the reasons why you have to invest in the state to be able to make those things. Be able to make that thing to begin with. And actually start making those little advancements. So any city can do it. They just have to put the money forward. They have to realize that it's a market and then invest in it. And as that market evolves, they have to get people in it. You know? You have to make sure that those people don't just like all flop around and, oh my God, I'm totally doing it. Am I doing it? Am I making a chip yet? No, you're not. You're not making a solid state chip out of nowhere. And that's the reason why a U.S. government has to freaking invest in the private sector constantly. No matter how afraid they are, no matter how fucking unbelievably risky it is, they can say, understandably so, that they lower the risk with their own people. The reason why they lower the risk with their own people is because they can't get sued. It's the only risk that they're even possibly bringing into a situation is they can't get sued, and it's fucking annoying. It's the most annoying absolute risk that needs to happen, and that needs to be understood as the real reason why people keep fucking up. Because they can't get sued, and it's the only risk assessment that is ever made on those things. And I think that the military needs to start putting new people into order, and actually making a future in the technology industry around the United States. It pisses me off most days to know that there's absolutely people around that don't get the entire technology industry, and it makes me sad, because there's plenty of people that are ready to work. There's plenty of people that are ready to do things, but they're just not up. Shit. Some Marxist shit I cringe every single time they don't see that any state can do that. Any state can get that kind of payment. It's just they have to be progressive, or they can't call people the N-word. It's just like, who gives a fuck as long as they're good with computers? It doesn't matter as long as they're honest. and they don't steal shit from the company. You know how many people steal shit from the company in California? That's how Bill Gates was actually made. That's how Bill Gates did his shit. He bought a computer and reversed it, reverse engineered it. It's the reason why IBM isn't the powerhouse it used to be. It's literally how it happened. People steal shit from people and they make new businesses. That's how it happened in America. And before anyone even knew what those ideal properties were, it's just like, all you gotta do is just switch around the computer market. Just switch around the computers on the motherboard, or I have to do a bunch of different soldering and blah 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 blah. I can make my own motherboard. No, but you made it off of somebody else's idea. That's what you did, Bill Gates. That's the reason why you're a millionaire and you're not gonna be a billionaire. Yeah. I don't give a shit. And Jeff Bezos is losing money fast because he realizes exactly how volatile his market is getting into, making people fucking work 12-hour shifts and shit like that, constantly working at a warehouse that's fucking sweaty as shit. It's a sweat house. That's all it is. Oh, they had to make a company in Virginia because blah, 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 blah. Because they have tons of government contracts. They have tons of government contracts off of the technology that the government used to spy on people. And then they couldn't use it to spy on people anymore, so they decided to put it in the private sector. So why don't they start moving those things to the private sector? I don't know why. I don't know why they don't, and I don't know why they don't take the risk, because it's actually something that would make everybody fed, no matter what government they actually come from. And that's the real reason why I think this two-party system is stopping every fucking thing from really happening. These people are just, you gotta look at the markets, and you gotta look at what's going on, and everything like that. And it's like, it's fucking easy to predict where a stock will go, but it's hard to predict where other stocks won't go unless you've been looking at the entire market, which sucks and it's stupid. And really, that even knowing that doesn't mean it's going to do the same thing. But really understanding the cap of saying things that will actually go to certain things with the SEC that likes Bitcoin and a whole bunch of people that like different things, understanding people is better than understanding stocks. Understanding what people will go is understanding where stock value will rise and then fall. Realizing that no, it's not a bubble if it doesn't have to be. That understanding that the U.S. stocks won't automatically go down because of somebody else's bullshit, because of the government doing stupid bullshit with this two-party media system that I fucking hate, even though it's actually keeping some people out of office, which is actually good. When you're a socialist, you're not supposed to be in office. Bernie Sanders is not a socialist, but I'll tell you who is. The people who are in the Libertarian Party sometimes, they were terrible. They're really terrible. They love guns, and they love to tote them around, and they like to say shit about guns, like boom, 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 bitch. Like, yeah, threatening no one for no reason. It's called, oh, you want to rap now? You want to put out a rap album because you're fucking toting all those guns around and shit? You gonna put out a rap album? You gonna put out on a rock album? But we won't be fooled again. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of cocaine and woo! Yeah, it's called the rock star mentality. Rock star lifetime, body like a rock star. It's like, yeah, you did a bunch of pills, and then that one chick who you thought was really cute in the bar really had sex with you. But did you win? Did you win? Did you get $120,000 from a $10,000 stock? No, you didn't. So you didn't win. No matter how much you say you won, you didn't. No matter how much you said you won, that dude who has the car, it doesn't matter how much his dick moves. And I had to wait until my body decided to clip through all the fucking things. What pisses me off the most, though, what really pisses me off the most is people think it's going to be the same way all day. And they're going to just think about the same things, and they're going to be progressive about coming out to people who they don't fucking know, or something like that. That's not progressive. That's becoming celebrity, okay? When you come out to your friends, or people you actually respect, that's actually coming out. Or like saying something that you're like, oh, you're homosexual, or you're bi, or you're a different kind of person. Okay, good, all right, cool. I still accept you. You're great, awesome. I'm straight. I still like vagina. Always liked vagina. The reason why I always liked vagina is because I'm good at it. I'm good at it, If I was good at penising, I'd be penis all the way. Hey, you know. But I'm not because I don't like dudes in thongs. When I was 5 years old, I tested it. I was progressive as shit. Man, I was tested. I was like, do I like dudes? Do I like women? I have no idea. I'm gonna look at bathing suit pictures of a man and a woman and see which one I like more. And I was like, no, I really like tits. I really like tits. I really do. And no, not the soft features. Women can be kind of brutish. We can be kind of butch. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. That's completely fine with me. They can be bi. That's fine. But I like women. I don't like men. I really don't. I really got carried away with it, you know? Yeah, boy. There's no way to get on this one, is there? Is there no way to get on this one? Fuck yeah! Awesome! I'm gonna get on. Everybody, I'm on a float. Yay! Yay! Nobody can get on this one. Fucking tight. But for real, for the most that people really need to realize is that being progressive takes honesty. It takes absolute honesty. And no, you can't be college lesbian, okay? I don't know what I am yet. I don't know who I am yet. Oh darn. And I don't need to be insensitive or anything like that on anybody's needs, but in the situation when it comes to like college lesbian and actual lesbian, it's like women. Oh man, it's like okay, you don't need to impress anyone, and when you're in college, all right, you don't need to do anything to make people do stuff because you're all in a dorm or you're like rich as fuck and you're a trust fund baby or something like that. And you're experimenting with different drugs, and then maybe you're like, "What? Oh my God, I had that thought." And it's just like that doesn't mean you're anything. And also, people need to realize is that sexuality is static, right? It becomes with people who you trust, like it comes with people who you actually like want, like you actually like strive to get. So just I don't know, man. Realize it. Like, realize that it's static. And realize you don't have to come out to your entire fucking family. You don't need acceptance from your father about your own fucking things. He didn't tell you what sexuality he was. He didn't admit you said, son, I have to tell you something. Dad, what's going on? Son, I'm straight. I'm absolutely straight. I had to tell you. I had to tell you. I had to get you in my business because I care about your opinion. And they don't care about your opinion because you're a child. So why give a fuck about their opinions later on? I love my mom. I love my mom to absolute love and everything. Not to death, not to anything else because I don't fucking swear on shit. Because anything can happen at any moment and anyone can go and leave your life and just you have to accept it. So just realize that. And also, people need to understand that it's fine to be whatever you are, whoever you are, however you are, the way you want to be. You can believe in whatever system you feel like. You can. That's the thing of freedom. You can do that, and then people, as long as they believe in Trump, they believe in a terrible place. And I'm just like, yeah, he's gonna die. He's gonna die really soon, and people are gonna be like, well, that's good for him, ha ha ha, and then they're gonna die because they're doing the same stupid shit with their life. Because they all fucking cared about what was going on during the day. And they didn't give a shit about what was coming out at night, what military stuff was happening, because they can't care, because they're a situational fucking generation of people who didn't give a shit about their own goddamn community, and then they fucking cared about what's going on 12 million fucking miles away from them. It's like, yeah, oh my god, dude, I don't like war, but if we don't get in this, then technically there's going to be a bigger and more horrible actual genocide in a bunch of different countries. And, oh, but I don't like war, though. So, no, war. And it's just like, hey, it's not war. It's called insurgency, okay? It's called insurgency, all right? You're not actually against the people. You're against the people who are pointing guns at you, all right? The people who are pointing guns at you, they're not the good guys, all right? when those people point guns at you, you have to shoot first. Because if you shoot first and you kill them, you win. All right? And if you don't shoot them, then you die. Because those people are very evil. They were born to hate people, to hate everything, to hate Muslims and Catholics and Christians and anyone who believes anything in this fucking anything at all. To have freedom of opinion is bad, and you have to be a part of a religion and a collective unit in order to do anything that makes any meaning. And if it's not the religion that they choose, then you're a bad person. That's all around the world sometimes. And my nieces don't want to believe it sometimes. Some of my nieces, not all of my nieces, some of my nieces are very smart, and they've gained a world culture, and they really know that there are some bad people out there. And when I say that there are some bad people out there, they have to understand that, yes, I'm talking about people like who what's the word? Who parade around in fucking who parade around at like Comic-Cons and try to take snapshots of young little girls with their mouths open. Like all those dudes that are sitting at a fucking thing, like at a fucking at a real goddamn what is it called? At a real goddamn oh shit, I need the compensator. At a real goddamn place, and not oh my god, I'm gonna kick some fucking white dude's ass who fucking took a picture of my goddamn niece. I'm gonna fucking murder him. I swear to God. No, I'm not going to, but I'm gonna fuck him up if he tries to show me the picture and tell me who he sold it to. Because I that's the reason why I don't feel anything sometimes. I didn't feel like I was safe sometimes. And I knew it. I knew going to different places with my niece was probably not the best idea all the time. I had to realize that there were certain things that I couldn't go do because I'm in New Orleans and not California or different other places that have more progressive and nice people and stuff like that, or maybe fake people. I don't fucking know what they do in their goddamn basement. They'd probably kill kittens too, or something. I don't know. But the point is, I shouldn't have trusted it. I shouldn't have always trusted it, because that's the reason why. I fucking hate assholes that think they can get away with shit when other people aren't looking at them, or when other people they think other people aren't looking at them. Because that's the shit that I fucking know that Trump is gonna fucking feel every single ounce of when he croaks, and Melania gets all of his money probably. To tell you the truth, I believe that Melania herself was probably human trafficked for a little while by Epstein and a bunch of other different dudes who basically who were all signed lists and different things and at different parties that they went to, and lists of people that are on watch by the government constantly. They don't know they're watched by the government constantly, but they have to understand that they are. Trump was on that list a long time ago. He's just like, oh, I could play Republicans and blah blah blah. They set up the stage for their own demise. They have to understand they did that. Like that's something that Trump did, and that's something that probably Biden will do too, because he's probably on that same list of Epstein's. I'm guessing because I've seen the videos of him constantly getting really way too close to a child and whispering something into their ear. I don't know what he's whispering, but I'm sure it's not, hey, have a good day. These fucking assholes out here, man. Fucking such assholes. Pieces of shit that you would just not even think or even do that shit. But hey, you know what? They do. Men do, and they fucking have some fucked up individuals that are in political office because everybody didn't give a shit about where they were. Nobody gave a shit about what they did or how they did anything. They just thought that somehow it can have a hope in them. It's like, no, I don't respect the motherfucker unless I meet him and know what he's about. I don't. Everybody's on the same level for me. It's politician, millionaire, billionaire, anything. Elon Musk could literally come talk to me tomorrow, and I still would treat him the exact same as I treat my own brother, who doesn't fucking talk to me every once in a while. Because I don't fucking know him. And basically the only interaction I ever see of him is him trying to affect markets. So he'd probably try to instill some sort of knowledge on me, and I don't fucking give a shit about it. I just want to see if he's a good guy. Because that's the real reason why I invest in businesses. Okay? When you're scandal-free and innovative, goddamn it. That's a fucking investment right there. That's a goddamn investment. If you can't keep your hands off of women in your office, not investing in you, because you're gonna eventually get some fucking stupid bitch that's gonna steal all your money. Just like Trump. People really don't fucking get it. Like, they don't fucking get when their numbers up. Like I'm gonna make him lose all of his bullets. He stops shooting. F5 first aid kits, some good O's. Good O McFadden's. There's a dude with a plane, I see him. This dude doesn't know how many fucking first aid kits I have. Are you fucking kidding me? This dude fucking... He had an 8-time scope, I think. If he hit me in that little amount of time. It's time to eat some snacks. What are you talking about, Russia? For Russia, Russia, Russia. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about, motherfucker? Have you watched fucking the Brady Bunch for how long? How many years? You're always talking about Russia. And people make money off of Russia. Yeah, because they don't fucking feed their own people. They don't make stores. People make stores on their own. It's like, but that's freedom. No, that's forced labor. Fucking assholes. Pieces of shit. And this is supposed to be like dark chocolate raspberry, so it's going to be delicious. And I'm going to have... This is my Valentine. But yeah, coffee and snacks are always good. It is really good. I'm gonna have one of these for right now. Everything in moderation. Call somebody. No, I don't have to call anybody. I have to call them tomorrow if they don't fucking deliver my medication. I don't need that. But that's the truth, man. People don't want to see it. They don't want to see it, and they don't want to know it. They always think they're in some fucking bubble, and they're like, "Oh, it's about to pop." And when they get out, everybody else gets out, and they're just like, "That's the reason why it's not worth anything." So obviously you have to follow the honest people. The honest people will make you money. The honest people will make you get there. Okay. Realize it. The honest people will make you money. Even talking to myself, the honest people will make you money. The reasons why is because you know what they're going to do. You know how they're going to react to a situation. They're not going to go ape shit or insane. Because they have no reason to go ape shit and insane. Because they're not absolutely trying to defend themselves in every single situation. They're trying to let themselves be open to the idea of the other person. And the person who's trying to make a buck isn't always going to make a buck. They're going to make a buck when the situation is around the honest person. Understand that and realize that money doesn't follow money. Honesty follows money. Our money follows honesty. You know, money follows people who are good at their jobs, and all you have to make is people that are good at their jobs in a different location. So literally, the exodus from California is not an exodus. It's a situation that should have happened a long time ago. And the only reason why it didn't happen is because everyone was afraid of people being racist, even though racism is fucking everywhere. Understand it and realize it. And realize that sometimes it's not even racism, it's just bigotry. Bigotry in general is everywhere. It's in every single person, and it can come out in the worst ways. So everybody's a fucking Karen, and I don't care about it. I don't fucking care about women being mad and shit all the time. You know, women can be mad. Sometimes their situations are so fucking bad, they have a fucking husband that they hate or some shit. They have somebody that they're constantly bickering in their fucking ear or some shit. And they can't take their hate out on somebody just random. They can't. That's women's right sometimes. That's the right of a woman sometimes, to be able to nag the fuck out of you. Because of people who nag her constantly and she has no one to vent to. That's the truth. That's the only true part about my ex-wife. Okay? She used to vent to me, and that was important to her. But that's the only thing she did. She didn't invest in me emotionally. She didn't talk about my feelings or what was going on with me. And that's the reason why I hated her. The reason why I didn't like her. The reason why I didn't respect her. And the reason why I didn't respect her opinion on many things. She didn't open herself up emotionally. She didn't have that. Because of something I had a really too much faith in. What was her ability to get over herself when she was a child. Her ability to get over situations that she had gone through, and situations that I thought would make her stronger, or really stronger, because of the fact that she'd be able to trust the true people that are in her life that are trying to make a difference. But she couldn't. She really couldn't. And she couldn't do it because the reason why she couldn't do it is because she couldn't trust herself. And she wasn't trusting herself, and that's the reason why she didn't trust me. Every single time she would see something or she would say something, it would always be something about her kids or her family or her people or things that she didn't like about me or things she didn't like about other people or things she didn't like about her coworkers who were too fat and too stupid to do their job or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit about your stupid goddamn shit. Just fucking realize that if you worked at a place that was more expensive, you'd have less of a reason to hate them because they wouldn't tell you about themselves. They just want to make money. And that's the real reason why she couldn't get over it. She couldn't get over that fact because there was constantly some reason, some way to constantly say something that it didn't make any sense to me because I was just, why is she in this way? Why is she around this way? Why is she even thinking like this? I'm supposed to be happy with this? I'm supposed to be happy with a person who's constantly complaining all the time? No, I'm not going to be happy. I wasn't going to be happy. And I'm going to answer this call. Hello? Hey, Asia, how's it going? I'm doing good. I'm streaming on the internet right now, so. What's the thing? Something about her iPhone? Talk to me, Samaya. Where's Samaya at? Okay. Hello? 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 Hey, what's up? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I know. Why is your phone going in and out? Are you on speaker? Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, what you call it? The last thing you had on your phone, what's going on? You texted it to my number just now? With 6 numbers? What do the 6 numbers have to do with my phone? the phone? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Your Apple verification code is 671378. You got it? 671378. Alright. Alright. Alright, love you. Have a good day, okay? Bye. Love y'all. Alright, my mic wasn't on for that. So I'm really glad about it too, because it's actually private numbers. Private numbers. So yeah, just realize that people are going to get their just desserts, especially when they eat too much dessert. I gotta stop eating so much candy. I know that. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. So just realize that people are gonna get their shit together. If they get it together, then it's a good thing. If they don't get it together, then just realize why they didn't. You know? I had a vest on. That was really bad. So, just realize that, and just be yourself, because there are amazing things that people can do for you. So many amazing things. It's the greatest thing ever to have something that helps you, and to be able to put something together and make it into something that's real. The realest part of any first stance on anything is the fact that if you're honest and you're true to yourself, you'll never lose. You'll never really lose. You may lose little debates and shit like that, but just realize that people will get on your side if you're the closest to honest people can actually get to. And that's what needs to happen in politics. This fucking two-party system with analysts and dumbass motherfuckers talking their fucking heads off, no matter how many papers they wrote. I don't respect them. I don't fucking respect big business all the time, because big business doesn't have it out for me. I'm not profiting because of big business. And that's why I'm against franchises all the time. I'm against franchises, mom and pop shops all the fucking way. If you have a franchise of more than 2 or 3 different things, you're always about the bottom line. That's the reason why I go to gas stations that don't exactly have a franchise, because they're named after something that is just the whole thing. They're their own company, and it's the way that things need to be sometimes. So what the people need to understand is the reason why even sometimes Dogecoin and all those other different things even get possibilities to become something that's popular. That's the real part of it. is that all these stocks and all these bonds and all these things are only even measured by the amount of honest people that actually get involved with them. Knowing people is knowing stocks. Knowing the way that people will go and the way that people will constantly keep making money is the reasonability of the reason why people are getting so freaking mad at everything that Trump and Biden and Obama really are. It's just celebrity. You can be the first black president. You can do the things you want to do. You can be the first artist to draw the first black president. Amazing. You're so amazing. Oh my God, you're so great. I'm sure there's people that drew him before. There are people that took pictures of him when he was in other countries, constantly trying to come up with some stupid idea that he was going to reform America. It's like, we don't need to reform. We need you to shut the fuck up and let us do what we do. Because being a president doesn't mean ruling the fucking free world. It means representing the free world. And if you try to rule it, then you fail the first fucking moment that comes out. No matter who the fuck you are. No matter if you try to be the person you really want to be. And if you're honest sometimes, you'll find out that people will follow honesty up to a point. They'll follow honesty up to a point, and then they follow the guy that's making money. Because he's following all the honest people that are actually making money. Psychology is the biggest scam when it comes to actually telling people who they are. That people can be a different person every single fucking day of their lives. They can tap into a personality that is just, people can tap into a personality so quickly and so easily. They can be bitchy one moment and completely and utterly sane and stat and fucking, I don't know, man. It's just, people can do that, man. People can really fucking be the worst of themselves and the best of themselves at the same time. Like, take fucking Herbert Walker Bush, I guess. He did too much cocaine. Like, he did way too much cocaine and ruined his heart. Ruined his heart for very, very many, many years. I mean, when you're in this situation of like when you're in the situation of like no fucking people telling you what to do, and like, hey, let's do a bunch of coke, woo, and then you don't know how much of an effect it has on the absolute like part of you that's like, it's like, maybe I need to make this decision today, and not fucking go about doing stupid shit on a daily basis. But that's the reality, man. It's the reality of who they are and who they project themselves to be. And the reality is, I know for a fact that Obama is not being honest most times when he's saying something in his speech. He's trying to portray himself to be honest and forthright, and in reality, there's nothing literally to put there, because in reality, he's making himself look like he actually fucking talks that way. He doesn't actually talk that way. I know he doesn't talk that way. His wife would be pissed at him on a daily basis. You think he talks during sex like that? Gotcha, bitch. Ooh-wee. Suppressor, that's what I'm talking about. Let me get the M146. And then get these 5.5s. And then get this scope. I'm a fucking G. Is there any painkillers? Yeah, energy drinks. That's what I'm talking about. Oh shit, what did I do? What have I fucking done? Oh no 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 no. Look at this. And 146. And I gotta get it. The fucking god damn it. No. That's gas. Gas. I gotta put it on the tactical stock. Gotta put the stock on here. No. There we go. Let's see if there's any more people around here. No. Nobody came here. I don't think. Unless that dude just get advantages. Cool. Awesome. No, there's nothing there. I remember being in this building and there was like there's a red zone. I remember being in this building inside the circle. Yay. Another 2x scope. Perfectly at, I just need a 6x scope if that's available here. Oh, folding stock? That's what I'm talking about. I didn't even know that I needed one. Foregrip, that's what I need. I don't need that. I already did this. Just to be yourself and realize that there's so much potential for growth if you're actually being yourself. I always sit up here. I know I have to sit up here because I know there's a dude in this area. I saw parachutes go down in this area too, so. There he is. He's going the opposite direction, I think. Let's see if I can catch him on the route that he's going to. colors, blue mountains. Blue mountains are cool. Alright, I must try to stay away from the buildings. There he is, there he is, there he is. They're all going to one place, I think. As soon as he saw me, god damn it. My phone. Damn it, this sucks. I got one kill. That was it. It was average. As soon as I saw him. Damn it. But yeah, I'm at an hour and 14. I think I'm going to stop it here. I haven't taken my medication yet, and I'm going to right now. So, and I don't want anybody to see that because I get really fucking tired of everyone's bullshit when I take my medication. Whoever's out there, whoever reads or sees this at all, I hope you watch the whole thing. Have a good day. Including Bernie Burns, because if he wants to invest in me, I'll probably make some money.